Crowfoot.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. And as always, it is a true honour to rise in this place and bring to the attention of this House some incredibly important issues that Canadians have signed petitions about. So today, Madam Speaker, I have 3 petitions that I am pleased to be able to, on behalf of many Canadians, table. So the first petition is that there are citizens that would draw attention to the House of Commons the following and ask the government to take these following actions. 1, immediately call for an end to violence and for restraint from all sides and parties involved in the Tigray conflict in Ethiopia. Number 2, immediately call...
He's to summarize what's in there and not read directly everything that's in the petition. The honourable member for Battle River Crowfoot.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. And although I can't show you, certainly I am doing, I think, an admirable job of summarizing what is in a very, very lengthy petition. So thank you for that reminder, Madam Speaker, and I assure you that I am doing so as briefly as I can. And they would also call for humanitarian access to the region and for independent monitoring to be allowed, call for international investigations into the credible reports of war crimes and gross violations of human rights law, engage directly and consistently with the Ethiopian and Eritrean governments on this conflict, and promote short, medium, and long-term elections monitoring in Ethiopia. Madam Speaker, the second petition that I have the honour of tabling here today is that specifically that there are residents from Alberta that draw to the attention of the House a host of details surrounding violence against the Hazara, and I apologize, Madam Speaker, if I'm not quite getting the pronunciation of that, but with the fall of the Afghan government in August of 2021, the Taliban taking over control of Afghanistan, the Hazaras find once again themselves in the situation they faced at the end of the last millennia, beginning of this millennia: massacre, arrest, forced mass displacement, and confiscation of their land. And that the Taliban regime is perpetrating so many of things. Therefore, there are many Canadians that are calling upon the Government of Canada to recognize the ongoing genocide and persecution of the Hazaras and call upon the Government of Canada to prioritize refugees from this persecuted people group within Afghanistan. And Madam Speaker, the third petition that I have the honour of being able to table in this House today is it's something that strikes at an issue that so many Canadians have followed closely, and that's that the Supreme Court of Canada in R versus Bissonnette struck down Section 745.51 of the Criminal Code, which allowed for parole ineligibility periods to be applied consecutively for mass murderers. Therefore, Madam Speaker, we are seeing, as a result of that, there are some of the most notorious and disgusting individuals that are being able to apply for parole after only 25 years in prison, although they have committed crimes that where these individuals should certainly never see the light of day. And the courts have actually said, by virtue of sentencing, that they should never see the light of day again. Therefore, Madam Speaker, there are a host of individuals that are urging this Liberal Minister of Justice and the Attorney General to invoke the notwithstanding clause and override this unfair and unjust decision that is truly an insult to so many victims of the worst mass murderers and criminals in Canadian history. Madam Speaker, it is always an honour to be able to table petitions by Canadians that are passionate about these issues in this place.